welcome back to Sham's Makeup Artistry, and today's video is a haul video. Yes, it's from the Sephora sale that recently has already ended, and also some of the purchase that I did along the way. So I definitely wanted to share with you guys my haul. I do have like 2 more stuffs coming in from Sephora, but I didn't want to wait any longer, so I decided to post my haul for you guys. So of course, when I walked into the store, which I often tend not to do, I usually like to purchase online, which makes it much easier for me, but this time I decided to walk into the store. Reason being is I just wanted to get their tote bag, which looks like this. It came in a tote bag like this, and it's just like a fun filled kind of bag, not like I'm gonna carry it every day or something like that, but maybe I'll carry it when I'm going to shop in Sephora. But then of course I'm not going to shop tons of stuff. So let's just get into the haul. I'm just going to go very randomly, and I'm probably going to share with you guys the very first purchase that I'm deciding whether or not to send it back, because I've been trying out this particular product for a week now, and I kind of feel that it just did not work for me, or maybe I should change the shade or what. I'm kind of like torn in between. So the product that I'm actually talking about today is the Giorgio Armani. This is their Power Fabric Longwear High Cover Foundation, and I picked out the shade number 9. I actually thought of doing like What's Hot in Makeup Mondays featuring this particular foundation, but I kind of felt like doing What's Hot in Makeup Mondays with this particular foundation is kind of like just a waste. So I am like in between of deciding whether or not to send back this particular foundation. This is said to be a long wear high cover foundation. The only problem that I felt with this particular foundation is the shade. I decided to pick out number 9 because in their luminous version I'm also number 9, and I've seen a lot of reviews saying that this foundation does oxidize, so I decided to get the same number so that even though it oxidizes, especially during the spring and summer weather, it probably will be my exact skin shade. But this somehow pulls a little bit gray, a little bit dirty after a few hours of wearing it. I have tried setting this particular foundation with a translucent powder. At the same time, I also tried setting it with the MAC Next to Nothing face powder or something like that, which I do have it right here. I'll share it with you guys. So it still did not work out for me. I still feel that something is wrong with this particular shade, that it just doesn't look well on my skin tone. And then when it comes to the next shade in line, number 10, is a little bit more darker, so I do not have like something which will be right for my skin tone. I maybe just have to purchase 2 foundation, which just doesn't make sense. For a $68 foundation, I would not want to purchase 2 foundations. So I'll probably be returning this. I'll be updating you guys as well. I probably will give it a last try before I happen to return this particular foundation, so I'll be definitely updating you guys with it. It does come in a packaging like this, of course a very Giorgio Armani kind of packaging, very sleek packaging. I do like the coverage, but it does tend to spread over around my T-zone area. Like within 4 or 5 hours, I do see the oil starts to sink in. So I don't really feel that this is like a long wearing kind of foundation. Like they do tend to show your oil through, and it does contain a sunscreen SPF of 25, so that makes it look a little bit more whiter on every other skin tone because of its SPF in it. So let's just stop rambling about the foundation and move on to the next purchase that I've made. So the next ones that I'd like to share with you are the Marc Jacobs eyeliner that I got 2 of them. One is in the shade Brownie, which I have been using the heck of it. Like I'm actually wearing it on the lower lid area today, and this is how the packaging looks like. I do have like What's Hot in Makeup Mondays with this particular eyeliner, so definitely check it out. I'll link down the link on the description bar below, but I'll be doing the swatches for you guys. So this is how the shade Brownie looks like. It's really pigmented. This is like my everyday kind of eyeliner. I kind of prefer brown comparing to the black eyeliners on a daily basis. The other one that I picked out is Fine Wine. This is more of like a reddish maroony shade, which I've been really liking it as well. I did wear this yesterday and I have been liking this. Exactly, very pigmented. maybe you can even use this as a lip liner. I don't know how that will work. So since everyone has been using lip product for the eye, why don't we try the eye product for the lips? So that will be fun. So moving on to the next purchase that I made are the Clinique Cheek Pops. This is their cheek pop in plum pop, and the other one that I got is in berry pop. I've been really loving this particular blushes. They are really pigmented. They tend to go very intense if you are not careful with them. So this is the shade Plum Pop. So let's take a look at the shade Plum Pop. And of course the design on it is like cute daisy petals, so that's definitely pretty. And this is how Plum Pop looks like. And at the back of my hands I don't see it doing much difference, but let's take a look at the next shade. The next one that I got is Berry Pop. This is how Berry Pop looks like, and here is Berry Pop. So these are definitely very wearable for spring and summer. And this is Berry Pop, intensely pigmented. And this is how it looks like when it's swatched. Moving on to the next one that I got are the Sephora Instant Nail Polish Remover. This one is definitely handy because I am a person who needs to remove my nail polish like very quick and then get my nails going very quick. So this definitely is very helpful and very handy. So I definitely needed a backup of that. And I also got a backup of my Clarisonic Luxe brush. This one, I kind of prefer it over my normal Clarisonic brush because it's really soft. So this bristles are a little bit on the longer side, and I kind of felt that this is much more softer on the skin comparing it to the normal Clarisonic brush. That's why I decided to get this one. This one is slightly more expensive than the normal version. I believe this is $30, but of course they do wear for a long time. Like I use them for a good 3 to 5 months, and then I change my brushes depending on its condition. But of course you have to make sure that you clean them very often. So the last thing that I'd like to share with you guys from my Sephora haul, which I do have 2 more products which hasn't arrived yet, but this is one of it that I've already got, is my beauty blender. So this is definitely like a repurchase. Every time I see my beauty blender is getting out of hand, I definitely have to repurchase them. So this is like a backup. This is their normal pink beauty blender, and I of course repurchased the cleanser for it because I definitely need to clean my beauty blender, so I kind of prefer the cleanser that comes with it. So that was another backup that I purchased, but I've already started using it, so it's in my wash room. So moving on to the rest of the products that I got along the way, I would like to share them with you guys also. So let's start with the powder that I'll already start using from MAC. This is their Next to Nothing pressed powder. Of course it comes in a box packaging like this. So this is how the packaging of the powder looks like. I decided to pick up the shade Dark. I just browsed online and then I saw that matching my skin tone to a MAC foundation, Dark was the best option to go for. So this is how the powder looks like. So this one, of course, it looks very light-handed on the skin. The only thing that I noticed with this particular powder is it does tend to turn a little bit orange. Like on my skin, if I'm wearing a foundation which is light and then I put on this powder, it kind of melts in and then it looks like my skin tone. But if I'm wearing something just like my exact match for a foundation, it does turn me very orange. So I'm very careful when I'm trying to use this powder, but I kind of feel like it's very light hand on the skin and does end up looking very natural. That's what I heard about the liquid formula version, which I decided to skip on. Maybe I will purchase to do a review for you guys, so let's see. So moving on to the next purchase that I made from MAC has to be 2 of their Extra Dimension blush. One of it I've already started using. This one is in the shade Cheeky Bits, and let's take a look. I'm kind of like a fan of their Extra Dimension blushes. I kind of feel they're well pigmented, but the only thing is you have to dab your brushes a few times to get the exact pigmentation on your cheek. So this is Cheeky Bits. This is more of like an orange, peachy kind of peachy pink blush. Looks very similar to Orgasm blush, but of course it's way pigmented, and this is how it looks like. I don't know if it's doing a justice. Like most of the blushes, they just don't get their justice when you swatch them. The next one that I got is in the shade Rosy Cheek. So this is how Rosy Cheek looks like. So these blushes are definitely very wearable for spring and summer, so I can't wait to wear these blushes. Of course, Cheeky Beats, I've already started using it, not this Rosy Cheeks. It's really, really beautiful. And this is how Rosy Cheeks look like. So let's just put these blushes away. There are two lipsticks that I got from the Influencers collection. So this is from Laura Lee, and the other lipstick is from Gabriel Zamora. So I'm actually wearing the Gabriel Zamora lipstick on my lips today. I actually wore it with my Huda Beauty Vixen lip contour, which is their lip liner, and I really like this shade. This is like a more of like a nudie kind of shade. At the same time, it's a satin lipstick, so it doesn't dry up the lips. So it comes in their normal MAC bullet lipstick packaging, and this is how the shade Gabriel Zamora looks like. Of course, it's a nude kind of lipstick shade, and this is how it looks like when it's swatched. So on my lips, on my skin tone, this is how it wears. And again, I have been really liking this one. I kind of feel like this would be like an everyday kind of shade to put on. And the other one is from Laura Lee. So I definitely wanted to support our fellow YouTubers. Of course, they're much more well known, but sometimes it's very encouraging when you support someone. So I'm all about that. So let's take a look at this particular lipstick shade. This is a little bit light, so I'm still thinking which lip liner would go well with this particular lip shade. And this is a matte version, and this is how it looks like. So let's do a swatch. So you can see this wears a little bit more lighter, so I need to wear a proper lip liner to match this particular lip shade. And it does have like a pink undertone to it, so it's kind of interesting to see how this would work. I'll be updating you guys, but the other one is definitely my favorite one. So moving on to a couple more purchases that I made has to be nail polishes. You guys know that I'm crazy about nail polishes. I change my nail color almost every week, or every other 4 to 5 days I change my nail polishes. So this one has to be from Caitlin Lights. So these are her KL nail polishes. So I definitely got the spring version of it. So the very first one that I got is That's What She Said. You somehow would be able to get a glance of these nail polishes on my nail. Like in my videos, I've worn most of it, so somehow you get a peek of them. So this is That's What She Said. Has to be a nice metallic kind of finish. And the next one that I got is Pistachio Ice Cream, one of my favorite one out of all the 4 that I got. And this one is the one I'm wearing right now, is Saint Clair. This is how it looks like. Another wearable one for spring and summer. It's a perfect shade. I'm definitely looking forward for her to come out with more shades. And the last one that I got is Miss Honey. I did feature this one in my beauty favorites because this one hands down has to be the most favorite one that I have thus got from KL Polishes, because this is so wearable, very nude pinkish kind of color. Somehow it looks really nice on my fingernails. I kind of felt like that it complements my skin tone, and I've been really liking this one. And the other purchase that I made has to be from Milk Makeup, and this one I actually got their highlighter in the shade Mars. It definitely comes in a packaging like this. I'll leave down all the price details on the description bar below. I believe that this has already been released, and I got it before that through one of the influencers on Instagram. I just went to their link. They had this link for early access. That's how I got my hands on it. So it does come with a very nice packaging. One, it came in a pouch like this, which really impressed me. Their packaging is really nice, and it came with a cover packaging like this, and then the product was in the inside. And they also included like a card with the receipt inside, Milk Makeup, and some stickers on the inside as well, which was like kind of like exciting to me, because the very first time this is the very first time This is the very first time I'm purchasing through their website directly, so it did come with stickers like this one, XO, Vibes and Preach, so that's kind of exciting. And it also came with their mini size version of their blur stick, which is one of my favorite currently. And this is their highlighter in the shade Mars. I did swatch this just now. I'm trying to find the swatch, but it's missing. But it's really pretty. Let me see if the swatch would do it a justice. So this is how Mars looks like on my skin tone. So it's really beautiful. I just can't wait to put this on. I'll be updating you guys with it more. And before I end my haul, I realized I forgot to mention one particular product that I got from the Sephora sale. So I definitely wanted to mention it to you guys. So it is the Tarte, and it's none other than the Taste Rainforest of the Sea Color Splash Lipstick. So this is how the packaging looks like. And the shade that I got is Cruisin. I'm definitely looking forward to get more of these lipsticks because they do tend to wear very beautifully on the lips. Very moisturizing. This is the very first one that I got for myself. And the packaging is so cute and very sturdy, not cheap looking at all. And this is how the shade Cruisin looks like. So it does look very mauvey kind on the bullet itself, but when I wear it on my lips, it looks much more purple. So let's see where I can do the swatch. So this is how the shade Cruisin looks like. So it's very creamy and very moisturizing on the lips. So this is much more like an everyday kind of lipsticks when you want to wear something that doesn't dry up your lips. And I also got something free when I purchased my blushes, my MAC blushes. I got it through Macy's, and they actually sent me this pouch, which is from Burberry, which is kind of cool. They included the free gift, and it did come with their small mini version of their Mr. Burberry perfume with it, which I kind of like the ladies version of it. So this is the man version of it. So it's kind of cute that they send this sort of free gifts when you purchase online. So that's another advantage that you get when you purchase online and sometimes in store as well. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my haul. I hope that it wasn't way too long for me to share all this stuff with you guys. Of course, I have a messy stuff ahead of me to clear. To my very next one, stay beautiful both inside and out. Give me a thumbs up, share all your love and support, and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.